What's really interesting about these early heresies is that you will find most of these ancient heresies are recapitulated in the modern era under different names. So Marcion was I believe, Gentile convert. He really didn't like the Jewish origins of Christianity. He did not like the Old Testament, and he believed that the Old Testament God was the mean God and that Jesus was nice God, the loving God. And so he wanted to throw away the Old Testament. Now, he even had some issues with a lot of the New Testament epistles and even Gospels. He, I think, famously wanted to throw out all of the Gospels except for Luke. And one of the first collections of a canon that we are able to observe is actually from Marcion. Marcion was one of the first people who said, these are the list of books that are, what Christians should abide by. But that was just one type of heresy, and it was a heresy that explicitly rejected the Jewish origins of Christianity. Another heresy that was popping up in 2nd century was Montanism. So Montanus was a kind of a proto-charismatic. He believed that he was receiving these direct visions from God, and that he was I think he said that he was the incarnation of the Holy Spirit, something like that. And he had these two female prophetesses with him that would give prophecy and that would speak in tongues. And they would go into these ecstatic frenzies where they would start speaking in gibberish. It sounds nothing like anything we have today. What's really interesting about these early heresies is that you will find most of these ancient heresies are recapitulated in the modern era under different names. There was the Valentinians. They were explicitly spoken about in Irenaeus' writing against heresies. So Irenaeus, he was I believe, 2nd century church father, bishop of Lyons, and he's a Latin church father. And he, I think, had successfully infiltrated, or had some people who had infiltrated, a Valentinian group and had got the down low on a lot of their teachings. They taught crazy stuff like, that there was all these divine emanations, and that there's this eternal regress of all these different gods that come back from the one God, and that's the true elect saved people are, I think, pre-existent and in their souls. And it's just all this crazy. It's a conspiracy theory version of religion. It's like, oh no, there's all these secret connecting patterns, and if you don't know, then blah 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 blah.